Welcome back to Fortune Cookies Tarot Zone Marathon. So we're continuing. I did wake up with a blazing headache this morning, so I'm going to try and do as many readings as I can before my brain explodes. We're going to take a dive into the US presidency right now. US politics are something that I think a lot of people are paying attention to right now. And I just want to see how the year 2022 is going to go for the US presidency. So let's get some drinks, get some snacks. I just went to the store and bought the best provolone ever at Whole Foods. Not an advertisement for Whole Foods. But let's get going. Hope everybody's having a great New Year's Eve. Currently just about 5 o'clock on the East Coast. Oh, we're going to get busy. I'm going to be doing these readings all weekend, so pay attention. Hop on to the lives as they happen. U.S. presidency, what is going to go right? What is going to go wrong? And as always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only doing a tarot reading here. We're going to see how fast I can do this one. We're going to do, sticking with the 13 card Zodiac house. And just zeroing in on the U.S. presidency. Wow, just zeroing in. And let's go. Let's see what's going to happen. I already did the reading for the U.S., but this is more specifically for the U.S. presidency. Sorry, I hit my camera. Ooh, goodness. Devil makes an appearance. I think that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. 12. And we're going to shuffle. Get to the center of the matter. Boom. Temperance. Not a bad card. Not a bad card. So, all right. So we're going to start here. 5 of Wands for our personal, public image self. So there's some conflict here. Definitely some conflict between what is real and what is perceived, what we're seeing. Definitely some difference of PR. So what's going on behind the screen? Hi, Beverly. Hey, 4 p.m. in Texas. Vacation rules do apply. It is Friday. It's New Year's Eve. Get yourself a cocktail. I'm going to be having a cocktail sooner or later. I've got all the fixins for Cosmos. I've got Prosecco. Got all kinds of stuff here. So I'm going to be hunkering down in a little while with my husband, building a Lego haunted house. That's our tradition every New Year's Eve. We build a giant Lego set. So it's good times over here. Really dangerous, crazy stuff that we do on New Year's. So we're focusing on the U.S. presidency. So we've got some conflict. There's definitely a difference of opinion between what he is presenting and what the public is going to see. Some conflict of self with that. Definitely not comfortable on the inside with what he's putting out there. So we're going to move on to money and values. And this is not looking so good for the United States. This is bereft. This is one of the more interesting cards in the deck. This is the Rider-Waite deck, of course. When the deck was commissioned, there was a good amount of, and those of you that follow me know this story, a good amount of Christian and Freemasonry symbology in here. This depicts the mendicants. The mendicants were a religious sect that gave up all of their creature comforts and material goods to become closer to God. So this is a stripping back. So this is financials, stripping back, money, values. This is asking for people to give up, to do without. So that is troubling for us. Communication, balancing out the realities is the communication sector. So this is trying to find a very good foundation, a good PR, a good story to tell, backing it up with some material goods as well. So this is really trying to create a good story and having some data behind it, having some hard evidence behind the story that they're telling. Communication is going to, unfortunately, be dealing with money and goods. So we're going to be seeing that too. The home card, we're going to see some. It looks like some presented improvement to the economy. Now, in my other reading for the United States for 2022, I saw some rocky road for the economy, some back and forth. This is going to initially have some presentation of improvement. We're going to have this illusion of improvement. There's going to be this story, communication regarding the finances of improvement, but asking people to trim back and just kind of deal with it for now. So interesting message that's going to be coming across. And we are moving on to pleasure and addictions. This is having our Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who can't manage money, who is doing a poor job of managing money and bitching and complaining about it. I did say bitching and complaining. There is going to be definitely some mismanagement here. This is an overspending card. When this card comes up in readings, a lot of the time, this is an individual who is overspending, overextending on credit, that sort of thing. So that's what we're seeing in the pleasure sector. This is backward thinking on that. We move on over into health, and health looks good. Health looks good for the presidency, but things are going to be revealed. The Sun card illuminates things that are hidden. Now, when we see the moon over here in reverse, that is also things that are hidden. And this is shadow self. We're going to get there, but this tells us that things are going to be revealed. We're going to start to see things out there. Maybe some more information is going to come to light. Maybe some things are going to be more evident in some of the broadcasting that we see. We're going to see some more evidence. Definitely getting a strong image of like a very old-fashioned TV. We're going to see some things on TV that are going to point us in a different direction. Getting there. Relationships, partnerships. Looks like we're going to be moving away. We're going to be disagreeing with some of our allies. We are going to not be building bridges with people that we have some trouble with. So that is something to watch out for. We're going to be moving away from some of our allied partnerships. Interesting here. Lessons. Watch who you hitch your cart to. This is going to be very interesting next to this moving away Six of Swords. This warns us this is a warning who we're getting into bed with. I hope that this is heeded. It looks like we are going to burn some bridges. It looks like we're going to turn our backs on some people that formerly we were in good relations with, and we are going to hitch our cart to some individuals that probably don't have our best interest in mind. So we'll have to watch for this. And we are moving on to spirituality. The spirituality, this is seeing things. The hangman is sometimes seeing things from other people's perspective. So this is a good sign having this card in here. Perhaps we're going to be seeing some different perspectives presented, but perhaps, I don't know. We will have to see. This could be looking at all sorts of perspectives and incorporating those into a common U.S. culture, which, hopefully we're going to get back. I really, in my 2022 reading for the country, is really getting a sense of getting back to the melting pot concept of the United States, and perhaps this is something that's pulling us back toward that. The Knight of Wands is in our career sector. Knight of Wands is eager and also ready to roll up his sleeves and do it. This is also political sector. Sometimes we can see political things in here, dealing with other governments. So we may see some active cooperation with other governments and other governmental parties, but this is still troubling. This devil card, who we're getting into bed with, it looks like we're going to be very eager to do that. The knights sometimes don't think before they act, so hopefully we're thinking a bit more. Hopefully there's going to be some people there that are going to be helping out. We're still walking away from some partnerships that we shouldn't be. Moving on, we are into visions and dreams. Now, the Page of Swords often represents electronic media, the internet, those kinds of things. That he is in reverse. I think this is manipulation of information. I think we're going to see more information being sugar-coated, let's put it that way. I don't want to say disinformation, misinformation, those kinds of things, but we're going to see presentation of information in a different fashion rather than how we want to see it. So that's something that we'll look out for as well. And then this moon card, we've got moon in reverse. And the moon is hidden things. And the moon is, I'm so mad that this is not the Cancer card, because I'm a Cancer and I want this to be a Cancer card. Chariot is the Cancer card. The moon is about secrets. The moon has a bit more of an edge than the gushy, squishy Cancer, the astrological sign. So, the moon has a little bit more edge to it and is a little bit more mysterious and a little bit more even-handed in terms of kindness and meanness. There's a mean streak here. There's a kind streak, but there's a mean streak. It's very passionate. There's a lot of power in it. When we are in reverse, this is spooky, spooky stuff at hand. Things that we should be a little bit scared of. So behind the scenes, there's more that we don't know. There's more that we should know. Now, with the Sun card, I'm hoping that this represents the revelations of the things that are being hidden from us. Because this is in health sector, I don't know. I don't think, it's entertainment purposes only. It's only a tarot reading. I'm just reading the cards. Gonna put that down there. But Temperance is the energy that runs through this whole reading. And Temperance is balancing. I think that this is balancing of the temper, balancing of the outbursts. I think they're going to, the powers that be are going to be trying to throw a wet blanket on any fires that may crop up, any things that may crop up. So I think there's going to be a lot more careful attention paid to our electronic communications, but we are forging dead ahead with someone that we shouldn't be getting into bed with. And we are leaving behind some of our allies, which is not terrific. Seeing things from another perspective may be not a good thing in this case if we are getting into bed with people without looking at all angles of it, looking at the immediate, rather the long-term plan, which is really what I'm getting here. There's not really a sense of the long-term plan as a benefit for the micro. This is more for a macro. not just speaking of the United States. So, not a surprising reading, but really the first one that I've done so far on this particular individual. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're enjoying your New Year's Eve and your fortune cookies tarot marathon, tarot zone marathon. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to have some chicken because tomorrow it is New Year's Day and you shouldn't have anything with wings because your money will fly out the window. Make sure that you do eat something with pork because pigs root forward. They are a good choice for something to eat on New Year's Day, as are black-eyed peas and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So, let's we'll wrap this one up, and I'm going to get to the next reading after I have something to eat. We also got a bunch of cheese, so I'm going to be full of cheer and cheese, and we'll also do a nice little Happy New Year short, I think. My husband and I, my wonderful husband, I have sick, wicked makeup on today. So I have a lot of green makeup on. I don't want it to go to waste. Spent a lot of time doing it. Happy New Year. I will be back in a little bit. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Beverly. You too. I'll be back.